First, you will be doing 5 60-second intervals of lunges. This exercise involves standing in an anatomical position, then using a flexion motion, stretching your leg forward. This exercise uses the hinge joint in the knee and the gliding joint in the vertebrae. The muscles involved include the hamstring, soleus, rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, serratus, gracilis, adductor longus, gluteus medius and maximus, and vastus medialis. Next, you will be doing 5 60-second intervals of arm circles. This exercise involves circumduction of both arms, moving arms around in a loop formation. You will also maintain your arms in a medial rotation until you switch and go backwards, and have your arms in a lateral rotation and your hand makes a supination movement. The hinge joint is utilized as the arms extend. The muscles you will be using in this exercise include biceps and deltoid. Next, you will be doing 10 60-second intervals of sit-ups. You will be using hyperextension of the head as you lay on the ground, and as you rise, your head will fall into a flexation position. Your hands will use the opposition movement while in the pronation position to grab hold of your shoulders. You will be using the hinge joints existing in your elbow and knee. Gliding joints in the vertebrae are used. The muscles involved in this exercise include rectus femoris, external obliques, and the rectus abdominis. Then begin walking for 10 minutes. This involves flexion of the leg movement in the anterior-posterior plane, reducing angle between articulating elements. And extension reverses this movement. Dorsiflexion is also used as you dig in your heel, along with plantar flexion as you elevate your heel. A hinge joint is involved as you are using your knees to walk. The muscles used in this exercise include soleus, gastrocnemius, tibialis, vastus lateralis, medialis, obliques, and rectus femoris. Next, you will be doing 10 60-second intervals of jumping jacks. This exercise involves abduction, moving the leg away from the longitudinal axis of the body, and adduction. Bring the leg back in. Arms must make a lateral rotation. And a ball and socket joint is involved as the legs and arms go up and down. The hinge joint is also utilized as the arms extend. Also, the gliding joint of the clavicle is used. The muscles involved include deltoids and trapezius, biceps, and hamstrings. Next, you will be doing 5 60-second intervals of windmills, involving abduction, moving the arms away from the longitudinal axis of the body, and adduction, bringing the arm back. The hinge joint is utilized as the arms extend. While doing this, make sure to use inversion movement of the foot each time you go down. The muscles you will be using are the biceps, deltoid, trapezius, gluteus maximus, medius, and rectus abdominis.
The triceps, which consist of 3 heads, lateral, medial, and long, are the second primary movers during the push-up. The long head commences at your scapula and inserts into your elbows. The lateral head spans the length of your humerus bone, and the medial head, which is slightly shorter, sits underneath the lateral and long heads. Together, the 3 heads extend or straighten the elbow. On the way down, your triceps eccentrically contract and lengthen, and on the way up, they concentrically contract and shorten.
The push-up demands a lot of muscle stabilization as you raise and lower the weight of your body. The erector spinae group is the main stabilizer of the back and is made up of 2 muscles, the spinalis and longissimus. The spinalis runs adjacent to your spine, the longissimus runs adjacent to your spinalis and over your ribs. The gluteus medius and minimus stabilize your upper leg bone, the femur, inside your hip joint. The medius and minimus is fit underneath the largest butt muscle, the gluteus maximus.